What if you're not building Bob, but he's cheating? Is that a problem?
Yes.
So like I'm saying, like he's building you, and he everything you have is because of him. Is he allowed to cheat then?
Hello, peeps. This is your girl, Mandy Box, and this is
BlackGold.
and she's back! Woo! Auntie and niece reunited. Today we are about to react to Lady Lava's Bob the Builder, and I know this song running hot in the streets, and I know you're enjoying it so far.
Seen all the competitions online.
Yes.
I love it. Loving it.
So we're about to react to this song, but right before we start, do not forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and comment below and let us know what else you would like to hear.
Yep. Do your thing. And don't forget to follow me.
And don't forget to follow
BlackGold on all my socials.
all the socials. All right, so let us get into this. So Lady Lava said she is not Bob the Builder. She not building no man for future. You understand? All right, so this is Lady Lava, new song, Bob the Builder.
Oh, is this so new? Feel.
It's new one.
It's Lava. It's an award in being the best girl. It's an trophy in being the best wife. They call the crime as being an ex-wife. And I say no man can't come true. They have to come and have a competence. Cause I am not Bob the Builder. I'm not building a man for future. I still see potential. They like bad names for a rental still.
Okay. Okay, let me pause it for a little bit because this song starts, and we want to be a little bit critical here, right? So the song starts when she's saying it have no reward in being the best girl. Now, I personally, I don't know if I agree with that because I feel that everybody should be putting their best foot forward, right?
True.
But I understand the message in the song. She just say, I'm not Bob the Builder, I'm not building no man for future. So I want to ask you, Auntie Cara, what do you think about that? Would you be with a man who you think you have to, build?
Not again, but I have in the past. I have, and I don't want to say several because you're not going to make it. I was out there playing the field. But I could say, I have built about 3 men, none of which are in my life still. So, to some extent, it have no, what she said? Verbatim.
She said have no reward in being the best girl.
I won't totally agree with that because, as you said, in any relationship, you put your best foot forward. We hope that things work out.
Right.
And, like I was married before. Nobody gets married to get divorced. Let me just put that out there. Life happens, things happen. And initially, people present themselves to you one way. So, you sometimes go along with it and tell yourself both of you all on the same page, working towards the same goal. And then is when they start to go left. You realize that, okay, you are putting in all this work and this person is not on the same level with you and don't have the same ambitions and you try.
Bacchanal.
Yeah.
I don't personally have too much experience with these things, but I've seen a lot of friends who, been with guys, sticking it out, being the most understanding girlfriend, putting up with the bad habits. And then all of a sudden, they want to get married, all these things, and the man say, they're not ready for marriage. They want to build their career. They want to do certain things. They want to get more financially stable and all of that before they get married. And then the girlfriend help them get there. And then when they get there, they leave the girl out and want to marry somebody else that they just meet after 3 months.
True talk.
Like, that's crazy.
True talk,
So, even though I don't fully agree, like you say, with it have no reward in being the best girl,
Mandy,
I'm not building no man for future.
I am a woman buy car for man who ain't have no job, put on the road for him to pull bull. And he's still even gone. And you know what? They foolishly bought the car in his name. So you know what he did with the car? two, and leave them with alone. Listen, I understand it. I mean, I don't want to be a pessimist. And as a grown person, I want to encourage people, especially young people, to work and build towards something. And we may not start off at the same speed. You know, come off the blocks at the same speed.
Yeah.
But you really have to know who you're investing with.
That's insane.
Like, I could say I invested in my husband in terms of helping to build him, and though our marriage did not last and work out, and you know, I think he was still a better father, a better provider. Yeah. That if when I met him, I knew him the same way. The way he was able to provide for my children from the building that he got. You know, and so that's just economics.
That was a positive.
That's just economics.
Yeah, that was a bit of a positive.
You know, but
yeah,
still end up not mine.
So he still end up leaving you out and going for some next woman. That's crazy. That's crazy. And a lot of men do that.
Yo, that's crazy, son.
Hello? But who called you?
This is KingTone.
Hey. But who is this?
Damn, he left you?
That's
crazy.
Where's this?
My goodness.
No, but what you saying?
My goodness. Yes, he left me. And I remember three times. Three different men. Three.
Oh my gosh.
That we tried to build.
But where you come from though?
So, but
that's what I don't understand.
Now, this is an interesting point. I feel like,
first of all,
I kind of agree with y'all though.
oh,
I don't really have anything to say against y'all.
I think the world is
Because it's true, but I think a man should be prepared financially, emotionally, mentally before he even tries to be in a relationship with a woman. From experience, because I feel like my first relationship, I was probably the house that Bob was building.
no.
So I experienced that where I wasn't stable enough to complete certain things or like make things happen for my family. So
Yeah, but would we admit, because like me personally, I got married at age 20. Don't do that. Just and
exactly.
it's really true that women or girls, I'll call myself a girl then, mature so much faster than men.
I agree with that.
And at that time, I had to be the rock of ambition to push, you know? And sometimes, because of the immaturity of men, they need that push. But it's what they do after they get the push and they reach to where you feel that you now have an equal partner.
But sometimes women push too much, like before you even get together. So it's like most of the time it's you women trying to make it a real relationship and to soon be a marriage. Maybe give him his space. Wait till he grows,
making sense.
and then push up on him. So, like for instance, for example,
because when he grows into whatever he wants to grow into, he don't want you no more.
Keep
he
it
don't
pushing.
value.
You never got attached.
But
so you
that's
don't have to worry
the question.
about that.
So that's the question. Like,
Well, let me go into this. Right? So, like I told you, I had that relationship where I learned my lesson, and I felt like I was slacking, right?
okay.
So now I'm out the relationship and I'm like, yo, I don't want a real relationship until I have my shit together.
Okay.
Till I own my own house. Till I do, till I know that when I get with somebody, they're gonna be comfortable. Yo, you can't pay this bill.
That
or
is not always reality. Not everybody, waits to get a house and
Exactly.
Well, I'll give y'all advice. That's what y'all should do. Make sure you have your shit together, because this is how women act.
Listen,
This is exactly how women act. Yo, if you cannot handle your business, they gonna leave your ass. Yo, that whole thing about that whole thing about when he gets on, he's gonna leave your ass for a white girl. That Kanye line that they trying to pull right now.
Listen,
that's exactly what y'all do.
I build.
Yeah, but y'all don't wait that long anymore.
Listen.
That's an old school mentality. Women don't wait for men like that
I
anymore.
helped
Well,
build
that's-
this man when he started climbing, the rungs of the ladder. I ate about 10 horn because
gosh.
his confidence now
Explain to Antonio what horn means. Because he don't know.
creeping.
Horn is when somebody
Yeah.
cheated on you.
He cheated on me like 10 times with 10 different women. And I built his confidence because he was, we were both 19, 20, from a shy man to a confident man who now had a career.
So you teach the man how to get killed.
So you really built.
Apparently. But that was my success story. That was my success story. I'm a failure in that way. Listen, the last man I tried to build, like, as he used to say, the head hand. So ladies, you can't always build them as much as you're trying, as Antonio was saying. Is if the person want to be built, and at the end of the day, is if the person want to stay in the relationship too. You don't own anybody.
But I think if you're in a relationship, I think the whole point of being in a relationship is for the two people to make each other better, right?
Yes, of course.
So there is some sort of building, always some kind of building that is going
Of
on
course.
equally, right? However, I don't think people should stay in
Wait.
relationships with the expectation that, okay, when I do this, I'm going to get this. If they don't have clear communication, and if the man communicates and say like he don't want this and that, if
Wait,
he don't want
talk
it,
about that
no
part.
amount of building, go and make him want it.
That was a great point. The assumptions. That's the problem with women. Y'all have.
No,
wait,
but why
y'all
you-
use this
no,
word
no,
though.
no,
This is
it's
the perfect
generalizing,
word
I
that
like.
y'all use though.
No. Shucks.
Wait, is this the perfect word that y'all use? Y'all said you see potential in the man.
Yes.
So then you meet this person, you like the way he looks, personality, you like it, and then you build this dream in your head about this person. Like, oh, I could see this happening, I see, right? And then you have so much faith in this assumption or this dream that you build in your mind that you'll deal with all the shit that he puts you through. Assumptions, like you're
I kind
realist.
of agree with that.
I know,
I agree with
but-
that. Because women can sometimes be very idealistic and not deal with reality. So I kind of agree with that.
Right,
So
and then-
basically what we're all saying is we agree with Lady Love.
Listen,
Right,
Lady
and-
Lava, I could tell you, I want a construction company where building man concerned. Yeah.
So you all want to listen to the rest of the song or no?
But men build women too. It happens both ways. It does.
Yes, and I know
Have you seen
No, I be fair.
what's that movie
they don't
with
build
Julia
nobody.
Roberts? Pretty Woman?
we ain't talking.
Come
We
on,
ain't
that
talking
happens
about.
a lot in real
That's
life.
in the
Oh,
movies.
what exactly?
Nah, but it happens in real life.
Exactly. That's in the movies. That's
Listen,
nonsense.
listen.
I built women.
No, I'm not saying
I have that experience.
that
But
I'm supporting women. I don't want to talk about
you want to go put on the video?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Yo, I'm dead.
Can't be letting them see my paps flow. You know what I'm saying?
You see how this get? Alright, so let's listen to the rest of the song. Because they're getting very heated or they're getting carried away.
We did closed captioning for him.
Maybe it's yours, maybe it's mine, maybe it's
Uh-huh.
your kind. You are the up, but maybe next time. You are the punk, but maybe next time. Wrong, not wrong, but maybe next time. You are my come, but maybe next time. Still not mine. You not all of them, but some of them. Help come and you fuck your friend. Show you how the story ends. You can't live 'cause the love strong.
I don't want to use the explicit word. You build a man, he F your friend. Experience.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Lady Lava, I lived that. Yeah. I tell you, I have a construction company. That's right. I ain't gonna say which one of them. You know
Another-
himself.
You know yourself.
You know yourself.
That's craziness though.
Yeah.
That's
But you know
happens
what?
to you.
Now that I think about it, I feel like if a man allows you to build them, they're using you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because
What do you
usually,
mean
like,
if he allows that?
so, like, I feel like, you know, a man has pride. So, like, I feel like if they're allowing you to, like, do all this stuff for them, or, like, while you're in a relationship, is because he needs that. Like, he knows that you're helping him right now to get up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Human
But he
Usually
knows
a man will be like,
he's-
nah, you know what? I'm gonna get it myself. Don't worry about it.
No,
Might
but
take your advice. That's
He know
different.
he have no intention of staying.
Yeah, exactly.
But he knows he needs the building. He knows he needs the help. He knows he.
Yep. Sometimes it's a place to stay.
And,
the stability
yes.
of your job.
Yes.
The this, the that. And
Yeah.
they're just using you for the moment, for the need that they have
Yeah.
at that moment.
Yeah.
Right. But
Insane.
if a man is reciprocating, so they saying building, like if you helping with something and then the man's helping with something else,
course.
y'all both, doing it for each other.
Of course.
That's not really Bob the Builder.
I know, that's,
Well,
that's,
she talking about women who in relationships and let men
One-sided.
basically do whatever they want. They trampling all over their boundaries, but they in it for the long haul because they're trying to.
because they see
They're trying to
potential.
teach. They're trying
Yeah,
to teach.
he will change.
Yes.
Right.
He will change. I pray.
They don't want to
God
change.
will
girl.
change him.
They don't want to change.
Nope. Still.
Yes, now, my love. Don't study man, get a man bun. Stay faithful. Clong. I'm about the builder. I'm not building no man for future. I stop seeing potential. I like buying rooms for a rent.
But how about if you don't have to build them? Pause that.
You know, profound. That's like buying rims for a rental. So, you rent a car and you buy rims with it, and you know
You
what
gotta
she
return it back.
says? Still not
Yeah.
mad.
That's fire.
That's
That
actually
is fire.
a great line.
Yo, first of
That's a
all,
great line.
this girl got way better lyrics than half the all other songs we reviewed. Remember, keep it
I
honest.
mean, better than the song we did last.
Hell yeah,
The
hell
Nyla.
yeah. Nyla ain't got nothing on this girl, bro. I'm sorry to say.
No,
Well, she's in a different category.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a
Nyla
different
is
genre.
soca,
It's a
and
different
she
genre,
is-
but you see, Zesh, Trinidad, this type of music, I think the art form gives more room for these kind of lyrics
Yeah.
than soca, and
you wouldn't hear obscene language
Yeah.
really in soca.
it don't,
Right.
you don't have that
Soca is
freedom
like
to do
feel
that.
good.
Yeah,
And this sort of
Yeah.
mix of soca and reggae, Afrobeats kind of thing.
yeah.
Yes.
It's a little bit more freedom to
Yeah.
express.
But how about if
you
you're
want.
not building, Bob, but he's cheating? Is that a problem?
Yes.
So, like, I'm saying, like, he's building you, and everything you have is because of him. Is he allowed to cheat then?
Is Bob lying?
I don't understand.
Because cheating.
No, cause her,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
what she's saying is like, oh, like you said, the whole rental thing is like, I'm buying rims, I'm doing all that, but how about if you're not doing anything?
But you saying
He's just there taking care of you.
You saying Bob
can't let him do his thing on the
doing
side?
everything he's supposed to do.
How about if he's building you? Can he do his thing on the side?
No.
No, because Bob lying.
He's not lying.
At some point, he
He just doesn't do it in your face because he don't want you to be
That don't make
offended.
sense. That don't make sense.
You know, deception. There's a lot
And
of
I said moral
deception going
compass.
on.
I'm into the Bible. You got King Solomon. How many wives did King
We are
Solomon
not
have?
living in okay?
I'm trying to hear people quote King
Come on.
Solomon.
Come on.
Yo,
And it's-
all of the men of God have more than one wife.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Baby, it's yours, baby.
Baby, it's yours, baby, it's mine.
You want to come back maybe next time. You want to come back maybe next time. Wrong, not wrong, but maybe next time. You want to done.
Because women are not innocent. I do not get this.
Mine.
And you know what? She's talking about the role reversal. In terms of men have been known to run ringers around women in terms of cheating. So she's actually telling a woman not
Yeah,
to
no,
cheat, but don't get your emotions in too deep.
Oh yeah. So basically-
don't be at his beck and call.
Yeah, so basically
Rebecca,
we have to
maybe
be.
next time.
Oh,
You want me to-
I like that.
Maybe next time. No, I meaning don't always.
But how
be
about if
his
he's at your beck and call?
Okay, so all right, so we have to answer Antonio's question.
Yeah.
Okay, because Antonio is saying if a man is taking care of everything he's supposed to take care of, he is perfect in a sense. He wants to be with his woman, right? The woman is not bringing anything to the table in this particular relationship, right? But the man just had his little thing on the side.
That's still emotional abuse.
He had his little thing on the side, right?
That's still emotional.
Is he allowed to have his little thing
It's
on the
only
side?
emotional
It's still-
abuse because you search for the abuse.
What nonsense is
Because if
this?
he's doing it on the side and keeping it away from the vision,
You're not making no. Oh
that
my
makes a lot of sense.
Oh my
You girls
goodness.
search for it. Like, listen. The only reason you found out is because you went through his phone,
cannot.
or you found out.
Can we edit him out?
No, you went through his phone,
This is
or you
ridiculous.
followed him to work, or you get what I'm saying? That type of shit. Or your friend came and told you, like, oh, I saw her blessing so and so here.
So the
Listen.
girl just supposed to live in ignorance.
Yeah.
It's out of sight, out of mind. That's the key word, bro.
So you just looking
as you on that
for an
point.
excuse for a man to be toxic.
As you're on that point,
Yeah.
tell you something.
Yeah.
Men are the worst cheaters.
They always get catch.
Always.
They get catch. You don't even have
No,
to.
I
you
know
don't
that.
even have to
Y'all
go
the
and
best
look.
cheaters.
You don't even have to go and look.
Listen, and I'm telling you,
We don't
from
even
a
have to
woman,
seek out the
a woman's
information.
perspective, I would be walking. Let's say I'm walking the road with you, Antonio, and a good-looking man approaching. I would watch that man from head to toe, and you will see that.
Exactly. 150%.
I see it all the time.
Yes, you know.
That's not true. That's not true.
Wait.
No,
That's not finished.
true.
That's not finished.
You watch a woman.
It's not true.
Oh gosh, what?
Let us see it obvious.
Yes.
Listen.
Oh gosh, that's so obvious.
Only ain't good at it.
All right, now listen. I agree with that. I definitely agree that women are better at cheating. I agree with that.
I'm going as far as
But
cheating.
the whole looking thing, no, we see y'all. We just don't react like y'all.
You think we don't admire people
It makes
too?
sense.
Like
Like if you see me looking at a woman, you're like,
We internalize everything.
when we see you do it, it's like
Let's
whatever.
in our
Oh,
head,
not true.
Yes, that is true.
Nah, or they
I
just
don't care.
pretend. Just pretend.
straight.
Now
Or they
we
don't
seeing y'all. You
see.
think
Or
you
they
slick?
don't
I
see
see it all the
nothing.
time.
See
Poker
nothing.
face on the
Y'all not
outside,
slick, yo.
but we have already internalized. So
What's she talking about, yo?
Hey, high five.
That's
That
right.
was a good
Take
point.
it from
That was a good
experience.
point. That was a real good point. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Take it from experience.
Nah, that was boss. Okay, then we gotta listen to the rest of the song.
Yo, y'all can't be ganging up, son. It's messed up.
And I say no man can't come true. If you come in here to come with your things too. If you come in here to come with your
See, she said if you come, you gotta come with your thing. So she okay with him cheating as long as he come with the things. That's what
No.
you know what she trying to
That
say.
is not what I mean.
She not building nobody from scratch anymore.
She said if you come in, you have to come with your things
Things
too.
too.
So
Listen.
meaning you have to have your life in order if you want to come be with me. Not cheat.
What she mean? And also she is saying that the fact that she said come with your things too. She's implying that yeah, we too have to bring something to the table. She's
Exactly,
not
yeah.
you know
Right.
Yeah.
disputing the fact that a woman should have something to add
Yes.
to the relationship
Yes.
also. You gotta come with your things too.
Yeah.
But
Right.
too many men, modern men, I can say because I had a father who, oh my gosh, too many modern men are okay bringing nothing to the table and have no shame in a woman.
Yeah, minding them. That's facts. That's big fact.
Modern men.
Yeah, a lot of modern men want to leech off the woman.
But that's because a lot of modern men.
Factor,
Well, I would say that.
statistics will tell you women and girls are doing better at schools, careers, and so on. That's facts.
Okay.
So a lot of men are just sitting back and looking for a woman to leech over. But you know what?
Not
I
me.
was,
Not me.
but not me again. I am not Bob the Builder. Well, I'm reformed.
What you were gonna say?
I forgot.
You did that.
You don't have a remix, right? You have a remix. We should let Antonio here.
Watch out. See man calling you walk back. When you come on with a ring where you buy rock. Mr. Man, you can go and fuck it up. Quack, quack.
Ooh.
Fuck it up.
Quack quack.
I am not Bob the Builder.
Hey, no, F me. For dog.
I can still.
Not mine.
Maybe it's yours, maybe it's mine, maybe it's one of our kind.
All right, Lady Love, you open a whole can of worms with this song. I did not know this was about to get so heated.
No.
And that we would have so many strong opinions, but Lord have mercy. Bob the Builder, what's your think about the song?
The song is fire. I like the flow,
Mm-hmm.
the creativity with how she's telling the story.
Mm-hmm.
I just said it's like my favorite song so far.
Oh, that's a big compliment. Okay.
From my perspective, I think it's empowering to the younger generation. You know, listen, don't fall into the trappings. Don't fall into what has been my trappings.
Listen.
The voice of experience.
No, wait. Let her finish her talk. You see all your manners?
Sorry. Go.
You know? Yes, I'm not saying this an absolute, you know, in terms of not building any man. But make sure that you and this person, all your goals align with each other and that you are both making sacrifices towards something for a purpose and not one person making the sacrifice. That's it. But not wrong in building.
But yeah, I had to say I agree. I love this song. I agree with the message as well. I think a lot of times people get into relationships and they lose themselves. You know, like you put so much into somebody else that you lose yourself. And I feel like this song is empowering in the sense that no, prioritize your own needs sometimes first. Prioritize your own mental health. Prioritize what you want. And if that person can't meet what you want and your standards, it's time to go to somebody else. You're not going to stay and build and beg and all them kind of thing. We talking about the song and we talking about the message in the song. We talking about the song and the message in the song.
100% agree.
You understand? So, Lady Lava, you're doing the Lord's work right now. You understand? So, yeah.
All right. And to my young boys, focus on school, focus on getting your career, forget women. Do not think about women until you got money, you got savings, you got your career. You know, you can mess around, but don't be letting them attach themselves to you. Wait till you got your own spot. Wait till you have your car. You know what I'm saying? I'll be praying for y'all. You heard? All the men in the world.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to follow KingTone and Carol BlackGold on their socials.
KingTone 456.
Period.
Carol BlackGold.
Yeah. All right. So, y'all, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. But I'm very interested to hear what y'all think about this topic. Very interested. Ladies, you ever build up any man and the man just leave you out for somebody who was not even half as qualified? And men, what are your perspectives?
That doesn't even happen. That's a Kanye song.
What's your perspective, men? You know, do y'all agree with Antonio that y'all ain't building no woman neither? And you know,
I didn't say that. I said we could build women.
Oh, okay. You say that? Oh, but you was talking.
I was saying, men, don't put yourself in that position.
Oh, okay.
Don't let a woman build you. Build yourself before you get into any relationship.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, so let me nice. I can't believe all of us agree. But no, it takes a long time to get here. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? Half the time we can't even think about relationships.
Why it take it takes 10 years for us to get to a point to agree, which is insane.
These little things is actions.
Eyes, not Bob the Builder. And I'm feeling the man for further. Eyes, not Bob the Builder. Oh. I don't know.
It's lava. It's an reward in being the best girl. It's an a trophy in being the best wife. If I had a cry, must be in a X5. And I ain't say no man can't come true. But if you come in here to come with your things, cause I'm not Bob the Builder. I'm not building no man for future. I stop see potential. They like buying rims for a rental. Still not mine. Maybe it's yours, maybe it's mine. Maybe it's one of a kind. You are the up, but maybe next time. You are the punk, but maybe next time. Wrong, but maybe next time. You are my come, but maybe next time. clown. I'm not Bob the Builder. I'm not building no man for future. I stop see potential. That like buying rooms for a rental. Still not mine. Maybe it's yours, maybe it's mine. Maybe it's one of a kind. He want my come, but maybe next time. He want the pong, but maybe next time. Wrong, not wrong, but maybe next time. He want the dung, but maybe next time. Still not mine. It's not a reward in being the best girl. It's not a trophy in being the best wife. If I had a cry, must be in a X5. And I ain't saying no man can't come true. But if you're coming here to come with your things too. If you're coming here to come with your things, I'm not a perfect girl, I just do my shit. I bill a man already, I must admit. Then he dig a hole and he put me in it. And he tell me all why I couldn't fit. Wait, any lifestyle. Now the same man calling you a child. Now the same man calling you a back. Where you come on with a ring, where you buy rock. Mr. Man, you could go and fuck a duck. Quack, quack, fuck a duck. Quack, quack. I'm not Bob the Builder. I not building no man for future. I stop see potential. That like buying rooms for a rental. Still not mine. Say no man can't come true.
Crazy.
If you come in here to come with your things, cause I'm not Bob the Builder. I'm not building no man for future.
Okay, well, it's still not mine.
That like
Everybody
buying rooms
goes
for a rental.
Still not mine.